Hey people, it's NIyas713, and this is another Black Heroes video. This is from Britannica.com. This is Funmilayo, Ransome Kuti. Now this is the mother of fella Kuti, for some of you who may know him. So here it goes. Funmilayo, Ransome Kuti, original name Frances Abigail Olufunmilayo Thomas, also called Funmilayo and Kuti. Man, that's a mouthful. Born October 25th, 1900, Abeokuta, Igbaland, now in Nigeria. Died Lagos, Nigeria. Nigerian feminist and political leader who was a leading advocate of women's rights in her country during the first half of the 20th century. Her parents were Christians of Yoruba descent. She was the first female student at the Abeokuta Grammar School, a secondary school which she attended from 1914 to 1917. After teaching briefly at the school, she studied in England, 1919 to 23, where she dropped her English names and shortened her Yoruba name to Funmilayo. Having resumed teaching at Abeokuta, she married Israel Oloduton Ransome Kuti, an Anglican clergyman and teacher, in 1925. In 1932, when her husband became principal of the Abeokuta school, she helped organize the Abeokuta Ladies Club, ALC, initially a civic and charitable group of mostly Western-educated Christian women. The organization gradually became more political and feminist in its orientation. In 1944, it formally admitted market women vendors in Abeokuta's open-air markets who were generally impoverished, illiterate, and exploited by colonial authorities. In 1946, the ALC changed its name to the Abeokuta Women's Union, AWU, and opened its membership to all women in Abeokuta. Ransome Kuti became the first president of the AWU in 1946 and headed its successor organization until her death. Under her leadership, the AWU became a national organization, renaming itself the Nigerian Women's Union, NWU, in 1949, and the Federation of Nigerian Women's Societies, FNWS, in 1953. The AWU initially campaigned against price controls, which drastically limited the incomes of market women, and for fair treatment of market women by the government. It also protested a special tax on women imposed by the local ruler, Sir Ladapo Ademola II. From 1947, the organization led large demonstrations against Ademola's government, which led to his temporary abdication in 1949. The broader goals of the AWU included greater educational opportunities for women and girls, the enforcement of sanitary regulations, and the provision of healthcare and other social services for women. Ransome Kuti pursued these initiatives with the intention of raising living standards for women and ultimately eliminating the causes of poverty. Ransome Kuti served several terms on the local council of Abeokuta between 1949 and 1960. In 1951, she ran unsuccessfully for a seat in the regional assembly as the candidate of the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons, which she had helped found in 1944. In 1953, the FNWS became affiliated with the Women's International Democratic Federation, and Ransome Kuti was elected a vice president of the organization. She subsequently lectured in several countries on the conditions of Nigerian women. After the NCNC rejected her bid for a second candidacy for the assembly in 1959, she ran as an independent, which split the NCNC vote and ensured the opposing party's victory. She was subsequently expelled from the NCNC and formed her own party, the Communist People's Party, which was disbanded 1 year later. By this time, her political influence in Nigeria and her following among women in Abeokuta had declined significantly. In the early 1970s, she changed her name to Anikolupa Kuti to further identify herself with Yoruba culture, thereby following the example of her son, fella Anikolupa Kuti, a popular musician, and of fierce critics of Nigeria's military governments from the 1960s. In 1977, some 1,000 soldiers stormed family property in Lagos, which fella had transformed into a commune that he called the Kalakuta Republic. During the assault, soldiers dragged Funmilayo by her hair and threw her out of a second-story window. She died of complications from her injuries the following year. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'm going to leave my GoFundMe in the description. If you'd like to support this channel, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it there as well. If you'd like to buy one of my t-shirts, I'll leave it there as well. And I'll leave this and some more articles as well. Peace.